Hey guys, Zach here with Extreme Outfitters, and I've got my good friends Joe and Brian here, and today we're going to look at their different saddle setups and how they approach climbing the trees. So we're going to look at some of the differences, some of the similarities, and get some tips from these guys who spend a lot of time in the woods. So let's go ahead and get started. I think Joe's going to introduce his gear real quick, and then we're going to start with him, and we're going to kind of watch him and get some tips for him on how he climbs. Joe is obviously way taller than me and Brian are, so a little bit different. So obviously, right?
Yeah, I'm as tall as he is.
You can be whatever you want nowadays.
That's right.
In case you were wondering.
There you go.
He's wearing tall boots today.
Yeah. So Joe, he is running 3 sticks.
So yes, 3 sticks with aiders, and just a normal platform. All the gear is by Lone Wolf Custom Gear, just personal preference, and I'm pretty heavy, and their stuff is weight rated pretty solid.
Dude, that platform is like you said 350 pounds?
350.
Yeah, 350. So majority of the platforms on the market are 300 pounds, I think. So that's pretty excessive. So you don't got to worry about that. All right, so we're going to climb this guy right here, right? So this is Eastern North Carolina. This is your typical tree. We've got a nice pine tree. Makes a lot of noise. Stuff falls off of it all the time. We got the bark. So we're going to start with this, and we're just going to look at some of the different climbing methods and how these guys get up the tree and actually set up their gear when they're on a hunt. So, all right, just kidding. Brian's going to go first. So we're going to get Brian's take on climbing, his setup, and what he looks like, you know, from the start to the finish. So
I approach my tree and I reach back and I just start undoing my buckles here for my sticks from my trophy line plateau. I just got to find it here, and then I just drop my sticks out just like that, and then I'll start unraveling my am steel ropes here. Gets kind of a pain, but if you were to wrap them individually, it's even worse, my opinion.
I agree with you on that.
So once I get them out, I'll take, and I've got, like I said, I've got my my holsters here that I'll run this stick into, just like that, and it hangs. So there's my first one, and then I'll take apart. I try not to clang them together, but I'm trying to go fast here. My second one, and then run that in there, just like that. So those hang. Then I'll set one down, and right about here, knee height is where I like to put my first one.
Dang, you put yours way lower than I put my first one.
Really?
So I start at head high, but I use an aider.
Yeah, see, I don't use an aider.
So no aiders with this approach.
So
this is what I'm really interested in.
So this I fisheyed all of my am steel, so it doesn't fit my Versa button right here, so I'll just turn it sideways like this, and then I will pull it in, and then I pull my bottom down. If I want to get tighter than that, I can run through here like this, and then I'll actually take this whole piece out and run it through another eyelet, and then circle it around just like that. And if you have to, just do that, and I'm in the same spot. It's just a trucker's hitch there.
Oh, that's smart.
So I'll take, then once it's just trying to learn, man. And then my second stick, I'll normally run about head high, just like this, and then I'll hook it up. So like this one, perfect example. I'll have to do another, I call it a trucker's hitch. I could be completely wrong.
Man, it's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, it's me getting into a tree is what it is. And then I'll run it just like that, grab the bottom out and pull it down. I'm kind of a sissy and I don't like to fall, so I tether in right away.
I like to take risks.
Do you?
I live on the edge, dude. I'll be honest, if I didn't have to use a line, this probably sounds terrible, but like if I didn't have to use a lineman's belt, I would not.
Heck no.
I mean, you're smart. I mean, it makes sense.
I wouldn't say that. So from here, I'll just kind of reach up, and then I just use my rope, my lineman's belt, to start walking up, just like this. And then once I get to height, so say I'm going to be right here, I know I want my stand over there, I'll just reach back, unclip it, and then I start pulling out, which never happens for me. No pun intended. I'm married a long time, guys. I'm sorry.
All good, man. Me too.
And like I said, this is all dependent upon the tree that I'm going to be in, and I'll just slap it to the tree, lock it down, push it down, and then I'll continue my climb. Put my foot on it, and really lock her in. If it's sideways like that, it's fine. From here, I'm in the tree. I'm locked down, so I'm going to take this off. And then grab my carabiner, whichever way that this thing decides it wants to go. Hook it on here, and then I continue my setup. So I'll take my bow holder, hang it up here, run my other am steel, and then this will be attached to that, and I'll strap it to the tree.
Okay, so what about your tether as far as height wise?
So my tether's in this other pouch, and I'll just reach back. I won't have those sticks on there. Like I said, I'm generally about eye level, anywhere between eye and chin. And then pull this tight. You want to try, pine trees are awesome for this, noise and everything. Hook it onto my bridge, lock it up, and then I'll just release this and I'll just be hanging.
Oh, that's clean, that's smooth.
It's not bad.
And one of the things you were talking about too, like sometimes you might only use 3 sticks, right? Mm-hmm. So you take and actually put that that fourth stick on the back side of your platform.
Yeah, so if I'm climbing up this way and I know like I'm in canopy already,
right?
I'll take that back stick and I'll run it on the exact opposite of that top one.
So you can walk all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's legit. That's smooth.
So, and then I've got my bowstring is in this pouch here that I'll just pull up. But other than that, I mean,
dude, that's fast and pretty
it's not bad,
man. Yeah, no. I like the concept, the way because one of the things that I always have an issue with, especially is like when I'm in the middle of doing stuff, I've got things in my hand, I'm like, I don't know where to put this.
So I hang this, like I said, on that.
Right, that's smart.
Right? And then what I'll do is I'll take my bow holder, just like this, and I just run it in. And then I've got this other am steel rope. Then I hook here and here. And then I take my carabiner and I'll lock it in just like that.
So nothing's in the way. Your hands are free.
Now I'm completely, I'll just take that off.
Yep.
And this is where I sit most of the time.
Yeah. That's perfect.
It's not bad.
Hands free, yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of my biggest issues is I always end up having stuff in my hands that I got to fumble with and figure out like, oh man, where am I going to put this while I'm trying to secure my tether, right? Or something like that. So that's smart.
Yeah. And then everything's right here. Like I said, I pack my pack specifically in the order in which I will use it.
Right.
So if I start pulling stuff out, I'm not digging from my back pouch forward. I'm going to put everything right here in the tree with me.
That's really smart. I don't know if a lot of people don't consider that. Is say it again, pack your pack.
Like you're going to use it.
Like you're going to use it.
Yep.
So in the right order.
Yep.
So you don't got to dig to the bottom for the things that you need initially. So that's something, you should probably consider is how you actually pack the pack you're using and your equipment so that you get to it in the order that you need it.
Right.
Yeah, that's smart.
And then getting down, I do just the opposite. So I'll hook in just like that, take my pack off, and then I will run this. My pack's already on my lineman's belt, and then I put it away as if I'm going to use it. So every time I pack it up, I wind it back up the way that I want it to come out. And everything goes back in its place. So that way, when I'm in the morning, I'm in the wrong tree.
Yep.
I can figure it out really fast. And then I just go from there. Take that off. And I climb with my pack every time. So I guess I got to take this out.
Yeah, to me it only makes sense. I mean,
I don't see a reason not to.
I'm sure somebody has a good reason. There's a reason they don't, but for whatever reason, and that's the thing. So if you have a reason that you don't climb with your pack, drop it in the comments and let us know why you don't climb with your pack, because apparently that's a real...
Yeah, it's a big dispute between, Joe's heard it, I've heard it. Why do you climb with your pack? Well, I don't want to drag it all the way up.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't even ground it at all.
Yeah.
It never touches the ground, so I don't have to worry about that scent.
Absolutely.
Climbing down, I get to that second ring. I unhook this, and I'll pack all this in. But if I've just shot something, I've harvested something, the process for me doesn't change. I'll wind it all up, and put it away like I'm ready to use it next time.
That's a pretty good discipline. I'm like,
Well, so if I'm in kind of a hurry, I will toss, but I try to toss it down like this so it doesn't make that much noise.
right.
And then I just run down. If you have to loosen it up, I forget what these are called, Ropeman ones.
Yep.
Yeah, the Rotemans are awesome.
So I've got a Prusik knot that I run on my lineman's belt, and I run a Ropeman 1 on my actual tether.
I run a Ropeman one on both.
You do? Oh, that's
Yep.
high dollar right there, man.
Well, it's, like I said, trial and error, man.
There you go, man.
I don't have nice things, but the stuff that I do have, I spend good money on.
That's right.
You know, and then I just pull these down and I wrap them all up.
Okay, yeah. So super straightforward. I mean, I do like the fact that, one, you don't take your pack off. It's always to you. And I like how you have everything pre-staged, the way you load your pack, the way you load your gear, and then the way you allow yourself to be hands-free when you're doing things. You've got a specific order in which you work.
Yeah, and it's changed a lot of times over the years to where I've gotten the most effective and efficient ways possible for me.
Efficiency is key.
Yeah, and then I just lock these up as I'm walking or getting ready to get out. Line them all up and wrap them up, and I'll put my pack down at the end to put these back on, but otherwise it's just like this, and then I'm going.
Easy day.
Yep, it's fast, it's efficient for me.
Yep.
Some folks don't like it, but
I mean, for me that was fast. It takes me a minute to climb up a tree.
Yeah.
I'm slow. I take my time.
should start in July like I do.
Yeah, probably, right? I need to spend less time in the shop. That's my problem.
There you go. There you go. But that's it. That's how I run it, and then I just in and out.
Fast, low profile.
I try.
Silent.
Low.
Dude,
was that a short joke? Low profile? Come on.
We're the same height, so I don't think it's really a short joke. So, and that is the great thing about the saddle too. If you look at these guys, there's nothing that's like past their shoulders. So Eastern North Carolina, we talk about it all the time. It's super thick. You don't, whenever you're breaking brush or trying to get back somewhere, you don't got to worry about like a turtle shell on your back getting hung up walking through the woods. It's a great system. It works really good here in Eastern North Carolina. So now we've got Joe. Joe obviously is a lot taller, so he's going to show his method, which is a little bit different. It's the same concept, but it's a little different style.
I don't ground mine either. However, I don't have all the niceties there that allow me to just grab everything out of my pack. So I will take my pack off real fast. I'll grab my bow holder here, place it in between my bino harness. I'll have my pack off, come up to the tree, unhook it, get my sticks.
You notice Joe's setup is a little bit more streamlined than Brian's as well, because you only use 3 sticks versus 4.
I'm gonna climb with 2 this time, so I'll take one off and just toss it right here, just for video's sake. I'll have my sticks wrapped up so that my aiders can be used to attach to my saddle here. Video's sake, I'm not being too quiet about it either. It's fine.
Somebody will let you know.
Oh, somebody will say something about it. It's fine. It's fine. Another S-spinner on this side. And my platform. Apply my pack. I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't want that slimming around, so I'm going to reattach it here. It has clips. Leave your fingers. Pro tip: leave your fingers on the clips. Did you hear that?
Oh, that is something to consider. Those.
Instead of this.
What you should really do is you should run Velcro.
Ooh, that's the best.
All right, so I've got everything here. I'm going to grab my first stick. S-spinner is giving me hell right now. All right, I am running 20-inch stick. I don't like using that word running. I'm using 20-inch stick with an aider, and I am still. So usually I'm placing my stick about face high, first stick, just like that. I use a different attachment method as well. So I'm going around. I don't know if you want to come in on that.
Check this out. So this is a little bit different.
I have the loops here, but I don't use that. Coming around. 3 wraps. Coming over here. Making a hitch. That's not going anywhere. Cinch it down. when I'm climbing down at the end of the hunt, instead of fumbling with it or doing whatever, taking this end right here, your tail end, and it's coming right back off. So 3 wraps, hitch, cinch down. You can even wrap this around, put it right there if you want, just for safety's sake. You can throw that tail end right there if you want. It's up to you. I will, for video's sake, go ahead and attach myself to the tree, because my wife might watch this. But sometimes I find myself not doing it until I'm a couple sticks up.
That's me.
This is my lineman's. I do have a Prusik on this just because I'm too lazy and I have not bought another ropeman.
What? So your lineman's belt, is that an 8 mil?
Yes.
So Brian, what is yours?
I'm running 11 mil.
That's a lot. That's a lot of.
So I have a lot of trust issues.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh well, you know.
So I don't. The thinner ropes kind of scare me. I did have a question with those. So I know Zach runs the same Novik sticks as I do, and if you get into a tree that's like a little corky, this will move. The foot will. Do you ever run into an issue with those? I mean, they're basically standoff bolts. Do you ever run into an issue with it wanting to get a little sideways, or do you just climb it sideways if it gets into like a crooked tree?
I've climbed some crooked trees with these. I've never had an issue with the kick out. None at all.
Okay.
It just, once you suck it down in there, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, because I know with the pine trees a lot, mine will end up kicking like this when it locks, and I'm okay with it, you know. But I was not sure about just the 4 bolts, essentially.
Yeah, but I haven't had any issues yet. I've been using these particular sticks for 3 years on hundreds of hours of hunting. So let me loosen this up. I will loosen it up. I am a bigger fella. I'll throw my foot in this aider here and then place my toe against the tree. You can see I'm putting all of my 230 pounds on this stick right now. I'm up. This is why I need a ropeman. I have a ropeman on my tether.
So,
I just
same.
haven't bought another one. So I'm grabbing my other stick here. Same deal. Running about head height again. If I want to go higher, I can. I'm just not going to get too high for the video's sake. Wrap it around. 3 wraps. Hitch. Throw that on there. All right. Suck it in real good. I love pine trees.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
All right, so this is 2 sticks up. What do you think I am right now? I'm not even sure.
Dude, what is that? Like 10 feet?
Yeah, your feet are at probably 10.
Dude, that's crazy. That's like, so for me, that's 3 sticks to get that high. Dude, almost.
I wasn't. Oh, I guess I was not very. I was a lot lower than that.
Yeah.
Because you can see my
Yeah.
my stand is right there.
Yeah. That height, man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
The long legs. Blame it on the long legs. All right. I'm using my strap because I don't like the hand steel on my platform. And I will keep using these straps until I find something that I like better. So with this, the fix, what differs from your platform is it needs a little bit of standoff between the tree and the cleat up here at the top in order to cam it over, because this thing will cam over and just destroy. So I will keep about probably, I want to say about 1 inch between the cleat and the tree, and then just cammed over there. I don't even have to stand on it or do anything like you did. Just showing you that it's actually attached, and I don't really do that every time I get in the tree.
Boy, I do. Stepping off the stick
Yeah.
for me onto the platform every time is like, all right.
So here I am at, you want to call it hunting height. Grabbing my tether.
That is for sure 3 sticks for me.
Dude, all day.
I'm going to bring my alignment up a little bit so I have room to put my tether on the tree. I like to go around the left side here. like taking the tail end of the tether around, because a lot of times I will swing it around for you so you can see it. This hitch right here, I'll put it on the right side of the tree, so that this tether is not sitting right in front of me. It allows me to move a little bit more.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's something else to consider.
So I'm bringing that, I want to say, maybe 20 degrees to the right of me, lined up with my shoulder. Coming in, attaching to my bridge. Suck that thing down, lineman off, and there is my setup. If I want to bring this tether out.
So when you offset your tether to the right, you said about 20 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever feel it pull you in that direction? No. Because that's what I fight with a lot with that at eye level. So if I want to, say I'm in a bad spot, I put the stand on the wrong side, I'll offset it and then kind of canter off to that one side. And that's what gives me that stability.
And another reason why I do it, this is my strong side here. I'm a right-handed shooter. Pine tree. This right here. If I need to swing my strong side, this knot is not going to follow me. It's cinching down even tighter right now. It's not loosening it up.
Mm-hmm.
If you have it in front of you, it's going to tighten down, and it's going to create this. I'll do it right here. At the moment of opportunity, you don't want this. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, yep.
Bringing it over here and cinching it down, and my weight is keeping that tight already. As I swing, I can shoot over here. I can shoot this way, all the way around on my strong side. Like earlier we talked about, I can bring my bow over because my tether is at belly button height. Swing, shoot here. Horrible scenarios when they come in behind you and present you a shot, but if that happens. Here.
So that's one of the key differences between, like, I typically do my tether like Brian does here, is like face level. This is a great, I've never even thought about that, putting it at like belly button level. You have so much room, and then you, like you said, you run that bino harness, you don't have to worry about that getting binded up, and then strong side, weak side, it doesn't matter. Nothing is getting binded or getting bunched up on you.
I'm not getting, there's no rope, and starting off, I did the head height stuff.
Yep.
And I would have this in the way.
It pushes it into your throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have all kinds of stuff in the way. And then I started messing around with this and found that it's just as stable. If I want to sit down, I don't do this much.
Right.
If I want to sit down, I can. It allows me to maneuver a lot more.
Did you find you had to make your bridge a lot shorter?
Yeah, so my bridge, I have an adjustable bridge. It's got a prusik on it, so I can, if I find myself in a situation when I need to have a longer bridge, I can adjust it out. But I don't know if you can catch that from down there. This bridge is maybe 10 inches long right now.
Say like 10 to 12 inches.
At this point, I'll put my bow holder, excuse me, mouth is dry, bow holder on. It's just the am steel attachment we talked about in the earlier video. It's got 3 hooks on the side here. I will turn these 3 hooks around on the back of the tree, and you'll see why in a minute. Attach it to the tree. There it is. It's on. Take my tail end, wrap it through here a couple of times. Keep that out of the way. I'm taking my pack off. And it's hanging right there. If I need to make a shot over here, it's out of my way. Obviously, it's not on my strong side. And then, like you mentioned, you pack everything in order. So everything I need, which isn't much else at this point, is right there at the top. Grunt call is attached here. Always tether your stuff to your gear, so you get up here and something happens, well, it's still hanging there.
I probably need to get in the habit of doing that.
Yeah, me too. I don't do it either. I look down at my rangefinder, I'm like,
oh, so much for that. I don't need it this time.
yep.
Yeah, that's smart. All these little things that you just, like, you don't think about them until you come up or you actually talk to somebody about it.
Yep.
There's a lot of things to really consider whenever with your setup. And one of the big ones, like Brian made a point earlier, I'll hit on it again, is packing your bag in order that you're going to use it. I mean, in everything you use, it's just smart. And then some other really great points, tethering everything to your pack or your bag or you. Like I said, I don't. That's a really great point. You know, I'm more than a handful of times drop stuff out of the tree and be like, well, I guess I'm not using that this time.
Yep.
Brian mentioned his tow rope. Here's mine. This is an Allen. It's a little noisy. I need to silence it up. You can hear that. I like to keep things quiet, but if you don't want to go buy one like this, you can just get one of those small dog leashes.
Dude, I was gonna bring that up. I talked to Alex about that's what he uses. One of the dog lanyard ones, and you can just wind it up. It's quiet. Pretty cheap.
It's got the little ribbon on it instead of the rope.
Yeah.
It works out pretty well.
Yeah.
So now when you pull your bow up, that's not automatic. You have to pull it and that'll just retain the rope, right? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And this is why I use this. Learning experience, and I will pass this on to the folks watching this. I don't use a 550 cord, even when I gun hunt, which is rarely, because I will get my weapon up in the tree, I'm set up, and I'm like, oh, hunt mode. And I'm leaving that 550 or whatever rope I'm using for a tow rope dangling right down here. And what does that have all over it? It has your scent. I've had a great deer walk up. When I actually caught eye of him, he was on my strong side, walking this way, walking through pine needles, so he got on top of me and I wasn't paying attention. I was probably on my phone, truthfully. Walked up under me. I'm like, oh, I got my bow, he's under me. This is about to happen. He does this, sniffs that rope.
Gone.
Yeah, so I just retained mine in my bag.
Yeah.
So I've done that and I forget to pull it up.
Yeah. So the way I wrap it, it literally will untangle itself as it goes up.
I guess it just comes down to, you start super early, July. You're ahead of the game. Yeah, I guess everybody's a little bit different with this and what really works for them. And that's one of the big things about it is it's really customizable to whatever you want to do, your style of hunting, and what makes the most sense for you. For me, I want to make things super simple so that I don't forget them. So that is a really good point, how that lanyard automatically, it's got that auto retention.
Yeah, I will forget to pull that up. As small of a detail as it is,
right?
I forgot to do it a few times and it cost me a good deer, so I like the retractable ones. So
Retractable, that's the word.
Yep.
Retractable.
I just have a mental
going to breakdown, it's all just in reverse. So taking my lineman, getting on there, loosen the tether. I'm doing this quickly and not as quiet as I usually do. Tether comes off the tree. Like Brian said, he wraps everything up so it comes out exactly how he wants it to. I want to be able to get in my pouch and find this carabiner so that it doesn't make noise, or I don't sling it out at the end, or I grab the end of my tether, sling it out, and it smacks the tree.
Yep.
So I want to grab the carabiner so that I can retain some noise prevention. Taking off my bow holder here. Wrap that up, place it in between my chest and the bino harness. And I'm ready to come down the tree.
To be honest, I'm really impressed with the height out of 2 sticks.
I know. I'm kind of jealous about it. But it's like we talked about, a lot of it is his physical height.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He can step up a lot higher than I can.
Yes. Either one of us, same sticks, same aiders, are not getting that high on 2 sticks.
Right. I'm going to have to pull myself up.
Yes.
Yeah. So clearly saddle hunting works for all sorts of different people.
Oh, yeah.
Height-wise, size-wise, I mean, it's really a great option for just about anybody can get into the saddle game.
And that's what I love about coming down to see you guys at the shop. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, because I want to go try a trophy line.
Yeah.
The guys were there, put on this saddle. We'll put on this one, put on this one. Try everything you want.
Yep.
We'll bust it out of the package for you and you can try it.
Yep.
You know?
That's a big thing, man. I mean, because a lot of people don't have the ability to test gear. And that's one of the things about our shop is we encourage you to try it before you buy it, so you don't go through that hassle and realize, man, I spent all this money. This doesn't work for me.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And when it comes down to hunting, it requires a lot of testing.
Yeah. Testing, time, patience.
A lot of testing I found. So I'll wrap these up differently sometimes. I'll just take my steel, wrap it around the cleats on the back, go over the button. My aider is here. Hang that bad boy right on the S-beaner.
Is your S-beaner plastic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You can get them, I don't know, $2.99 for like 5 on Amazon.
To me, that's the worst part with an aider is stepping down into it.
Yes.
Not going up, but going down. So the aider that I use a piece of am steel. I hook it to my collar, and it stays hooked around my foot, and it's got loops in it. And I'll take it and pull my knee up and put it on the Versa button and step up with it, versus a fixed one.
So I had issues with because like I said, I have trust issues, and I don't like my foot being on something that thin.
Right.
So I took a piece of radiator hose, basically, and I put it on there. But then it was such a pain to pack up and roll up. I couldn't get the compactness of the sticks that I wanted.
Right.
So I just ditched the aiders this year and figured it out the way I've got it.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of ways to skin a cat.
There is.
So these aiders are permanently attached to these sticks through a bolt system here, if you want to check it out. Bolts on right there. It's not sure what it's rated at, but it's way above my weight. I've got some friends that use the same thing. They're in the 300-pound range, and they have no issues.
It's probably the same bolt system that these guys use for their actual steps and their standoffs, I would imagine. Because it's got to be, grade A bolts.
Right.
Oh yeah. So
Heavy duty.
Yep.
there's my system. I just get back down, and like Ryan did, I don't worry about putting my pack down. It's the end of the hunt. But to maintain some scent control, ground scent, etc., we both don't put our pack on the ground at the bottom of our tree for good reason. So there it is.
That's years of experience right there.
2 of them.
Because there's so many things that people don't consider, like that, like just simply leaving your 550 cord dangling while you're in the tree,
Yep.
or laying your pack down at the bottom, the base of the tree that you're hunting in. Those are all great points, and a lot of things that as new hunters, really things that they just do not consider. So a lot of really good advice right there. So I think that's everything. That covers pretty much everything. We got 2 different setups, 2 different scenarios, right? 2 different individuals, different heights. At the end of the day, it's the same goal: killing deer. Just 2 different approaches: being effective, being as efficient as you can in the woods.
Yep.
So, anybody else got anything else to add?
No, I think that's it.
I'm good.
That covers everything. So there you guys go. That's 2 different guys, and like we said, there's a lot of different ways that you can take and approach this. So it's not a one size fits all. And saddle hunting is a really great option, but it is not the end all be all for everyone, but it is an option. And so we always encourage you, be open-minded, try new things. If you have the ability to try or test new gear, we highly encourage it before you buy it, because it is a big investment for a lot of people. So as always, we really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you head over to all of our social channels. We got some really good information coming out on there as well. We've got a lot of giveaways, a really big giveaway going on right now through the end of October. But yeah, we appreciate you guys, and as always, we just want to say thank you, and we'll see you guys in the next video.